So today we're gonna focus on the water element, which is also my favorite element to work with, actually. Which means with the water element, we're gonna focus a little bit more upon the lower back. So especially if you sat down all day, or maybe you noticed, I had a lot of work and there's some tension there. So we're mainly gonna focus on our lower back with the water element in mind. So we're going to start with our meditation again. And during the meditation, I'm not going to say a lot. I'm just going to use sound, actually. Introducing the ocean drum, which in a moment, if it wants to quiet down now, in a moment will actually make the same sounds as the waves of the ocean. And I will guide you into it. And then we have actually a meditation in Shavasana. So feel free to come and lay down on your back. If you prefer to just stay seated, it's totally fine as well. And then I will guide you into the meditation. And from there, we're going to go into our yin. So see if you want to stay seated here, or if you want to lie down in Shavasana, laying down on the back, the arms next to the body. And finding your yin space here. Especially if you just finished work or finished your day, it is possible that there is still a lot of little things that you want to think about, that your mind is focusing upon. At the start of this yin practice, we're gonna invoke the water element. We're going to invoke that relaxation that water can provide us with. So while you're sitting here, or maybe lying down here, see if you can allow yourself to lengthen every single exhalation. And then see if you can observe how the temperature in your body is right now. You feel that you're a bit chilly, or that your body is warm and comfortable. Now taking your mind towards a visualization. Where you visualize that you're standing on top, or at the top of a beautiful wooden stairway. And on the side of this stairway, there are beautiful flowers, beautiful trees, a beautiful forest that is surrounding you on the left and right and behind you. And while you slowly start to go down this stairway, you notice how the sun is trying to peek through the leaves above you. And how with every step that you take, the sun seems to shine even brighter. The further down the stairway you go, you notice that at the end of this stairway there's this beautiful beach. The most beautiful beach that you have ever seen in your life. And when you are at the end of this stairway, stepping onto the warm sand, you're taking a moment to look around. This beautiful beach is there for you. And while you walk over the beach through the sand, walking towards this beautiful blue sea, towards those waves, they're slightly going on to the beach. And then slowly drifting off into the rest of the water. You decide to lie down in this warm sand that is supporting you. Just listening to those waves. And now from there, you can invoke that element of water, taking it with you into your yin practice. Slowly bringing your mind back towards the mats where you're lying upon right now or where you're sitting. Where those waves are far, far behind in the background. that silence that is making a reappearance. And if you are lying down right now, see if you slowly want to come up into a seated position. And then from there, maybe with the eyes closed, bringing the hands in front of you, coming onto hands and knees. Keeping those knees next to each other, relaxing the feet, slowly moving yourself all the way to the back, placing your head on the ground or maybe on top of a block or a pillow. And either keeping your hands next to you or bringing the arms back. And then surrendering to the mat right here in child's pose with the knees together. Bringing your focus, bringing your breath towards your lower back. Staying here for 5 more deep breaths. And then slowly moving the hands to the front. And then coming and lay down onto the belly, placing the hands underneath the forehead, placing your forehead on top of the hands here, relaxing the shoulders, and then see if you can let go a little bit more in the lower back. Taking a little moment to notice how your lower back is doing today. And here on your next inhale, you slowly move into swings, for which we bring the elbows in one line with the shoulders, hands to the front. If you notice that the butt is tightening itself, see if you can tighten it a little bit more and then letting it go in one go. So we fully relax the butt here. You can either keep your head up or maybe dropping the head here. Deep breaths here. Whenever you notice that this is quite intense for the shoulders, you can grab a pillow, for example, place it underneath the chest. So if this is an option for you, then choose that one. Otherwise, you can also just leave that pillow to the side. You can choose to stay here, or if you feel you want a little bit more, maybe bending the knees, or keeping the legs down and slowly stretching out the arms for seal. And in seal, make sure that your pubic bone stays down on the ground, so it's not floating here. If this is a bit too much today, then just stay in swings. And also for seal, keep your butt relaxed. Taking 5 more deep breaths here. And then slowly rolling it all the way down again. Placing your hands underneath your head, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the butt, relaxing the legs, the lower back. And if you find it hard to relax these parts of your body, see if you want to tighten the muscles around those places and then letting them go at once. Sometimes even creating more tension can help us to release the tension. And then from there, placing your hands underneath the shoulders, curl the toes, and then slowly bring yourself to downward facing dog. We're going to use down dog as a transition pose here. Slowly bending one knee at a time here. And then from there, slowly walking the feet towards the hands or the hands towards the feet, whatever is easiest for you here today. Bending the knees just a little bit, and then from there, you'll see if you want to grab hold of those elbows. And then letting it all go here. Deep breaths towards the back of the legs. Deep breaths towards the butt, lower back. Deep breaths towards the shoulders and the neck. Deep breaths towards whatever place where you feel that you need it right now. Five more deep breaths here. And from there, placing those hands onto the ground, bringing the knees down, coming onto all fours, and then see if you maybe want to move your body from side to side here. Maybe going for some cats and cows. And then from there, slowly moving the hands more towards the front. You can always place them a little bit wider. And then from there, bringing your chest down, maybe placing the forehead in the ground, relaxing the elbows in the ground. Or if you want a little bit more, placing your chin into the ground. If you have the feeling that you're sliding to the front, then see if you want to move your butt just a little bit back, but keep your butt up so it's not going towards the heels. If it really hurts in the shoulders, placing your hands a little bit wider. Five more deep breaths here. And then slowly sliding all the way down onto the belly again. Placing one cheek down, arms next to your body. Maybe closing your eyes again. And how can you invoke that water element again through the breath? This flow of the breath. How can it help you to let go a little bit more in certain parts of the body? And from here, placing the hands underneath the shoulders. Rolling yourself all the way back, bringing the knees to the front so you can bring those legs all the way to the front again. And then we're gonna do the same thing as we did in dangling. We're gonna fold forward, this time in caterpillar. So stretching out the legs here, and maybe you want to grab a block placing it in between the legs and then bringing your arms upon them, or maybe going a little bit more to the front. You can also keep the legs all the way together and grab a pillow or a pillow and a block, and then see if you want to go here or from there, moving down, whatever you feel that your option is for caterpillar today. And it is possible after the back bend we did before that this one is a bit intense in the beginning, so give your body some time to sink into this pose. Don't force yourself into a pose. Taking 5 more deep breaths here. And slowly coming back up. And taking your time here. So maybe place those hands back, bringing the shoulder blades together, head back. or just to let it all hang here. And from there, we're rolling down onto the back, bringing the knees all the way towards the chest. Little circles here. And especially with all those forward folds and back bends, you maybe notice that there's some sensitivity now in the lower back. And we're giving it a little bit of a massage here by moving those knees. I'm going to continue with a twist. And for that one, we're going to keep our knees together. And then on an exhalation, you drop your knees towards the right side. And then from there, stretching out those arms, bringing the shoulder blades all the way in the ground. If you notice that the knee is coming up, placing something in between the knees, or maybe bringing the knees a bit more towards your chest or a little bit further away from you if you notice that this makes it more relaxing, but still giving you this nice twist and a stretch for the side of our upper body. So twists are stimulating the kidneys, actually the organs in general that are in the belly, but it's working well for our kidney meridian as well. The energy line connected to the kidneys, also connected to the water element. In this sequence where we use that water element to make space in our lower back, maybe you also notice that when you went into the pose, or maybe while you're in it right now, maybe you noticed some tension that was releasing, maybe little cracks, little noises that you heard when you were dropping those knees to the side. Also here, see if you can surrender to the mat and allowing your breath to literally breathe space into the body. Taking 5 more really deep breaths on this side. Slowly bring the knees back in the middle, all the way towards the chest again. Making those little circles again here. And then from there, on an exhalation, dropping the knees towards the left side, and then see if you maybe want to bring the knees a bit higher, a little bit further away from your chest. Shoulder blades in the ground again. And then from there, closing your eyes again. Surrendering to this twist on the other side. Taking 5 more deep breaths on this side. And then slowly bringing your knees back in the middle, placing the hands on top of your knees, and then Making little circles here. Maybe you feel that you want to place those feet in the ground and have some windshield wipers here while you're still lying down on your back. And from there we actually have two options. One option is to place the soles of the feet against each other, dropping the knees open to the side. Or the other option is to place the feet a little bit more towards the sides of the mat, so a little bit wider than the hips, and then dropping the knees towards each other. Depending on what you feel is more comfortable right now. And we do this to let the lower back relax a little bit more before we're going to go into Shavasana. So see which option you want to choose now. Either with the knees against each other or the soles of the feet against each other with the knees dropped towards the side. Maybe while you're lying down here, you can bring that focus back towards that beautiful beach that you were lying upon in the beginning. How the warm sand was touching your back, your butt, your legs, your arms, the back of your head. And how you absolutely do not have to do anything in this moment, right here and now. That whenever you work hard during the day, it is okay to allow yourself those moments to be fully still. You don't have to be anywhere, don't have to do anything, but can dedicate that time to yourself. You already started with this relaxation. You decided to make time today to do this yin practice. Allowing yourself a couple more deep breaths here before you make yourself ready for the final relaxation for Shavasana. When you're ready, stretching out the legs. Taking a real deep breath in and a full deep breath out. Allowing yourself to sink into that full and total relaxation to finish your yin practice here this evening. starting to move yourself again. Allowing yourself to bring your focus all the way back towards the here and now. And then whenever you're ready, coming back to a seated position. Bring your hands in front of your heart. Thank you so much for joining. Namaste.